punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. And it sails out of bounds. That's a good kick. Got all the way down to what looks like the 10-yard line before leaving the field. Here we go now. Time to start this drive. 1st and 10.
Ready. At the 50. Ready.
To throw. Here's Milroe. Buys time, rolling right. He takes it himself. He's going to have them up to that 23. Give him 13 on that play. And that is a Dolphins 1st down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. 1st and 10 from the 43. It's Achane on the inside give. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
Ready. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Off the play fake, Milroe. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
A loss of 13 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Got it. Ready. Let's go. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Oh, he fumbles it. They might give it right back. And they get on top of it. Wow, nearly 2 turnovers on the same play, but they'll stay with them after the interception.
Boy, that call came at just the right time to rip a hole in the defense. And it should have been a play that knocked them on their backs and led to points. One player's tireless effort stole the ball, stole the momentum, stole the show, and averted a complete disaster.
1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. The Dolphins out to an early advantage. We'll return to the link right after this. Ready now for our 2nd quarter. The Eagles have the football. They have it 2nd down, well inside of field goal range. They go to Barkley again. Nothing doing on 2nd. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here.
Great. Set. Trimmer.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. It's a screen to Barkley. He gets him the 1st inside the 15. And he's going to have this all the way down to the 4. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
73.
Barkley. Can't quite cross that line. They stop him at the 3.
Hey, let's go.
Offense in the hurry up here.
Yard line. pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
It's Barkley again. And he's in this time. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. Oh, it's a fake. Looks like they're going to throw. Catches it out left. And he's in. So how about this? A throwback you almost never see anymore. The fake extra point works and extends their lead by 2. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. Brings in the kick at the 9. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Escapes the pocket. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Eagles are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. That last interception gave him a chance to take the lead, partner. And now their defense gets them another one, so they can start growing this advantage.
Yeah, this defense letting them know we don't want to defend a small lead. Here's the ball at the end. We'll get us a 2-score advantage this time.
And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Hey, 73, 73. On anyone, huh?
Play action. Hurts has it. He's got it. And he picks up about 6 on the play. Stopped though right near the marker. Didn't get it. 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Great, set. On anyone, huh?
Barkley gets it on 3rd down. And he couldn't get much there, but what he did get was absolutely crucial. That makes it 1st and goal.
Now, you'd sure love to see a little more yardage when you get into the open field, but this offense, it will take a new set of downs with that toss run.
Barkley runs it in for the Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles parlay the interception into points. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles drive their lead to 11. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25. All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. He rolls to his right. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. That one intended for Jalen Waddle. And it sets up 2nd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
2nd down carry for A.J. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage. So 3rd down now.
It's
The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you can put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play. So a big self-inflicted error as that personal foul moves the ball forward quite a bit. A fresh set of downs after that penalty. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run here following the penalty. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Come on. Hey, go.
Shotgun now for Milroe. Pocket isn't moving up. They're able to drop it. Clock running. Dolphins will hurry to the line. 3rd and long. Here's Milroe. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down. So the Dolphins readying for the punt. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. Fields this at the 42. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10.
No touch.
Barkley on the shotgun handoff. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too. 1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Now Hurts. Completed to his running back. Looks like he's going to be marked just a little shy of that 1st down. Ball at the 41, 3rd and short.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
3rd and 1. Here's Hurts. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play. Trying to find his tight end. So they're going to have to evaluate things now on 4th and short.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Little outside their comfort zone to try a field goal, so instead they're going for this on 4th down.
Hey, Silver.
On 4th down, Hurts. This one's caught. Smith has it. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. So 21 yards and the 1st. What a call to go for it there on 4th.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Hurts throwing again. Pass caught. 9-yard line. They get this down to the 7-yard line. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now.
1st and goal.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
And again, here's Hurts. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap. He was looking for A.J. Brown there. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Still a couple of shots at this one. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know it's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends on half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. He's got the squiver. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
Harrison Mevis to kick off.
Mevis ready to send this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Third quarter's going to start with a run by Barkley. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Willie Gay there on the tackle.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Design bootleg here. Dumps it off to his running back. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
There are times a quarterback's got to be blacksmiths. When you're in the pocket, there's just a certain timing and precision. When you get outside that pocket, you got to be an artist. You got to be creative, and this guy is.
45-yard line.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. The throw outside, and they might throw this again. And it's incomplete. Went deep into the bag of tricks there on 2nd down. Probably expect something a little more conventional here on 3rd. Here's the backup. First throw. Dumped off to his running back. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
And that one drawn up to perfection. They're going to down this one at the 5. Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
And they bring him down at the 12-yard line.
A gain of 6 yards.
3rd and 4 coming up now. From the gun, Milrow. It's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Across the 45. And he's finally brought down just a yard shy of midfield.
At their own 49-yard line.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10.
You on left. Hey. Hey, up. No touch.
It's a design boot. On him quick, and they bring him down. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
I love a good bootleg just like every other quarterback does. And bootlegs are most effective, Kate, when you're running it first and you deceive that defense. But if you're not running it, or it's a poor fake, or you got a defense that is sound, well, you have the opportunity to get hit in the face in less than 2 seconds, just like that.
After the sack could really use a big play here on 2nd down. It's 2nd and 15. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Goes into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Dolphins will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Achane gets this on the draw. Nothing doing on the draw, Brock. That's going to send him backwards ahead of 3rd down. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
This drive is in trouble. Got to figure out 3rd and 12. 3rd and long for him here. Has it left side, Brock, but the throw carried him too close to that edge. They're going to say he brought it in out of bounds. That's going to bring up 4th down.
I'll tell you what, you give him another foot of space, and he's going to bring that in for a nice gain. The throw, it just didn't give him enough real estate to establish possession before he hit the sideline.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Round left, Yeti. No touch that. Hey, let's go, let's go.
They'll start this one out with Barkley. And he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
No touch.
Throwing here, Hurts. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Was Devontae Smith the intended receiver? And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
No touch that. Hey, out. Hey. Here we go, check him out.
Now throw, 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And this This winds up being an excellent play for them from deep in their own territory, up approaching that 30-yard line.
First and 10 at the 27-yard
On first and 10, it's Hurts. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
Hey, thumbs up, alert.
That's another Eagles first down.
No touch.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
No touch.
They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's second and 8.
No touch.
Here's another carry for Barkley. Into the second level past the 30. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles make it a 3-score game in the fourth. Saquon Barkley the touchdown. His third total score this game. Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles stretch their lead to 21.
28. Dolphins 7.
The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. Fielded at the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. Starting out trips right here. First and 10.
Come on.
Joe Rowe from the gun. All the left side. This one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
The entire playbook is open here, Brock. It is second and inches. Throwing from the gun. It is caught left side. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Here's Milroe, first and 10. Trying for the deep ball. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Tracking 60.
Milroe throwing again now on second down. Escapes the pocket. Going deep here for the end zone. And oh, he got it! Interception! Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell.
Okay, that's far from the first time we've seen him throw into the wrong team, but this one was probably the most costly.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Philadelphia settled and ready. It's first and 10. Barkley trying this up the gut. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up second down.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
On the play fake, it's Hurts. Headed out right. This is brought in along the sideline. High degree of difficulty for a short gain. And dose of the hurry up here.
Easy, 63, back.
Looking to throw on third and 1. He's him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled Falcons with the first down yardage.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on third down, that's a QB's best friend.
First down now, ball at the 33. Gets it out wide quick, and he might throw this. He finds a man, that's caught. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
Out of bounds at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Go! 60 by 6, 60 by 6. Track 60.
Sticking to the air here. Bails out of the pocket quick. Lateral goes haywire. It's out. And the Dolphins got it. And Miami returns this to the end zone. Touchdown. The Dolphins get it back to within 2 possessions. He took off with it, which they give him full license to do when he sees an opening, Brock. But he couldn't keep it secure, and it winds up in a defensive touchdown.
Kate, I played for coaches that when you scramble, they force you to have 2 hands on the ball because they know this. They know these defenders love for these moments. They attack the looseness of that ball security. Quarterbacks, unlike running backs, don't always know how to tuck that ball away. And this defense, they took advantage.
And he can't bring it in. They don't get the 2 points. Really seemed like they were trying to get as much momentum as possible out of that series of events, didn't it? Big play like a fumble return, Brock. They wanted to add another big moment with that 2-point try.
Yeah, I don't mind that at all, even if they did fail. Kind of like a big play we see all the time, right? The offense will get right back to the line. Don't let that defense breathe. I don't mind it, even if the execution wasn't there.
And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Running right, it's Barkley. Again, he's got room. And he's got it all the way down to the 12.
It's a gain of 53 yards. And an Eagles first down.
So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. Trying to find a cut back upfield, but nothing doing. They take him down for a loss.
One of the challenges when you run that jet sweep is you better secure that edge. I've not seen a great jet sweep in my life where you don't win the edge of the line of scrimmage. And that time, the defense got the job done.
Hurts. Drop on him quick there, and they bring him to the turf. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
You get into the red zone, and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But, Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Eagles with a 15-point advantage. So a dime look defensively from the Dolphins here on this 3rd down.
Go Silver, ready?
Here he goes, 3rd and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
Kate, I've talked to you over the years of the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
Connects there. And it's a 3-score game now, an 18-point lead.
We got ourselves a 3-score game now after that make. It's got to feel like it's going to just about do it with any hopes of a comeback still smoldering. I think these kickers enjoy those opportunities, Kate, to be the one to kick this lead out of range.
He fields it from the 8. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Trying to push deep down. Big gain downfield. There it is. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins get it back to within 2 possessions. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
Now it's Milroe in the offense, looking to go for 2.
The Dolphins are lining up for a
Catches it at the 1. And he's going to get in there for 2. The lead shrinks to 10.
Dolphins 21.
Well, this one not quite over just yet. They've got 3 timeouts at their disposal, but really need to make the unexpected recovery here. And the onside kick doesn't pan out. The Eagles make the recovery. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
1st down from the 42.
No touch. 180, 180. No touch.
They're going to pass it here. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
No touch. 180, 180. Now let get it.
Oh, Gronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. And the Dolphins have some new life in the 4th. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
18, Pioneer. Here we go.
Go play action here. It's Milroe. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. What a dive! I think he caught it! Clock running. Dolphins will hurry to the line. Achane. He'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Looking for Achane. And he's stuck for a loss again, this time at the 3. Clock running. Dolphins will hurry to the line. To throw. Buying some time right. And he hits the end zone. Touchdown. I hope nobody left early, Brock, because we have still got a game.
Okay, we talked to enough coaches over the years, and find me a good red zone offense, and typically you'll find me a good, creative quarterback, one that can stand to play, use his legs as effectively as he can his arm.
Now it's Milroe in the offense, looking to go for two.
The Dolphins are lining up for a two-point conversion.
Back to throw. Forced out to his right. And it was real close, but they got to him just in time. He's shoved out at the one, and they're denied the 2 points.
Dolphins 47.
So down inside the final minute, they're ready to try the onside kick. And the Eagles are able to recover, and that should just about do it for us here. And he's all the way to the edge and out of bounds along the line. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They run it with Saquon. He's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. Miami calls a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they'll have just one left to burn now.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Quick throw out wide. I think this might be a double pass. They connect on the trick play. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. First down now, ball at the 33.
60 Bison,
60 Bison.
He'll look to throw it. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
It's a screen to Barkley. Fly, Eagles fly. He gets him the first down, partner, and that's going to seal this win. Offense is hurrying, time running down. First down, a run with Barkley. A nice little run there, gets him 5. Second down upcoming. The Dolphins choosing to spend their final time out here. So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second.
Hey, 73, 73.
Setting up to pass. Well, still throwing, and this is intercepted. That's the rookie out of Florida. And the Dolphins take over on his 5th interception of the season. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Here he is to throw. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Here's 2nd and 10 from the 21.
Ready? Cover 19. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Shotgun now for Milroe. Throw to the right finds Waddle. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Ready? Track and 60. Go.
Off the play fake. Milrow. And this ball's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Ready, ready.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
One final shot here. Trying to push deep downfield. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So it's an Eagles win here in this one. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with the victory. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Huard, I'm Kate Scott. The Eagles are winners as we say so long from Philadelphia.